Hello, dear friends. Welcome to Kardec Radio, where we're here to nourish our souls. I'm Norah, the host of this program, Thoughts by Joanna de Angelis and Divaldo Franco, through this amazing book. It is absolutely amazing, friends. So today's message is, oh my gosh, friends, it's beautiful. It really is. And we're in the section of trusting in God, right? It's such a powerful message for us to remember, right? Especially in these times that when our trust is in God, we're taken care of. So Joanna and Divaldo say, the spirit always travels from the shadows of ignorance to the light of knowledge, from simplicity to complexity, and from the germ to a state of plenitude. And we see here, friends, what a beautiful way to see our growth, friends, right? So when we truly reflect on this truth, we start to understand that our evolution is divinely guided, right? From the very beginning, we're able, even when we're still unaware, like a seed buried in deep soil, God is with us, right? There is no moment in our journey when we're alone, even when we don't yet recognize his presence, which is the beautiful things, right? So the spirit, right, travels from the shadows of ignorance, right? As Joanna's message says, from the light of knowledge, from simplicity to complexity, and from the germ to a state of plenitude. We see that, right? So in Spiritism, we learn that trials, pain, and uncertainty are not punishments, but lessons. They are the shaping tools of our soul's progress, right? So when we trust in God, we begin to understand that even the hardest days are part of this sacred process, the one where we are being invited to grow. So in his infinite wisdom, God doesn't demand perfection overnight. So he offers us time, experiences, and countless opportunities to evolve. So through every incarnation, every challenge, and every lesson, we are shaped not by punishment, but by love and divine patience, right? So Spiritism teaches that no one is condemned to remain in ignorance. So all spirits are created equal and destined for growth, right? We see in the Spirit's book, as Allan Kardec helps us to understand, right, through question 115. All spirits are created simple and ignorant, but all are given the means to progress through their own effort. So when we face confusion, it's not a sign of failure. It is a step toward clarity. When we struggle with moral decisions, it is because our conscience is awakening. When we feel lost in the shadows, it is because the light of truth is beginning to rise within us. So we have to remember, friends, that this journey, this transformation from seed to fullness, from shadow to light, requires trust, right? Trust in who? Trust in God, right? That he's guiding us even when the path seems unclear. Trusting that our difficulties have meaning even when they hurt. That trusting that we're growing, right? Even when we feel still, like nothing is happening. And we have to come to this, right? That trusting in God means trusting the process. How many times have we heard that? So it means believing that even when we are in the shadows of confusion or sorrow, or light is ahead, because we were made for light, right? We were created not to stay stagnant, but to evolve into beings of wisdom, compassion, and peace. It is through this trust that we gain the courage to continue. Right? The spirit, though born in spiritual infancy, carries that divine spark. And that spark will never be extinguished. Yes, friends, that is us. So let us walk forward with confidence, trusting in the process, right, of evolution, right, in the wisdom of the divine laws, and in the loving presence of God who watches over our every step. So we can say these beautiful affirmations, right, from darkness to light, from simplicity to fulfillment. You are not alone. You are guided. You are loved. You are becoming, right? And let us silence the noise of the world, and in the stillness of our hearts, hear God saying, I am here. Keep going. You are evolving. Friends, what a beautiful message, right? So transformational. Seeing our purpose, seeing how we were created with so much love, so much intention. It only makes us more inspired, right? More motivated to keep pushing, to keep moving forward despite everything that we are being surrounded by. When we trust in God, we are okay. And it's so important for us to awaken those parts of ourselves, right? Align to that truth, align to that love and that trust so that we are able to move forward in all our challenges, either individually or collectively, friends. So that is this week's message. So the homework, as we like to say here, it truly is, friends, to trust, right? To maybe observe a piece of plant or something in nature that had to grow, take time to grow, and to admire that process, that trust that that seed would be one day into something bigger, and that is us, friends. And when we take that time, I think it will let us know or give us that feeling inside ourselves, right, that we are where we need to be. Friends, don't forget to tune in to other programs here on Kardec Radio, and let us always remember that we are loved. Bye, friends.